Hello everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. I am taking advantage of what seems to be a small lull in the noise. My hubby's working at the front of the house. We're redoing the entire outside and it's loud. It's very loud. So hopefully I won't have to interrupt too often. What we're doing today is twofold. We are doing the rest of the face and the eyes and using new makeup. Doesn't happen often, and that's why I tried to spread it out, but I got new makeups. So let's get started. Okay, let's start with the face first. Now, during the Sephora sale, I got some complexion products, and they were Sephora brand. The first one is the bronzer in 00. I remember that, Sun-Kissed Haze. It's really pretty. Hopefully you won't hear too much of that noise. It's nice and subtle. I wanted it light on purpose because I have a habit of going a little overboard. Just a smidge. Just a teeny tiny smidge. Okay, let's, before we get into the bronzer, I have the old collection, Sephora brand collection. I don't know if it's the same formula, if it's a different formula, no idea. What I do have here, I don't have a bronzer, I have a contour, and I haven't used it all that much, and I think I'm gonna use it. It's second chance. Again, it's fairly subtle, but you don't want a contour to be in your face, and I'm going to put it on before the bronzer. I know some people do it after, but I'm also not used to using a powder contour because I got used to the Illamasqua one, and that one is beautiful, and I've really smudged it up. Hopefully the bronzer covers that up. It's pigmented more than I thought. As I said, I'm used to the Illamasqua, and it's more subtle than this. See, that side's not too bad. Let's do a tiny smidge of a contour. Just enough to say I did it. And if you're wondering, this is Sephora number 56. The Sephora Pro brushes are amazing. Not cheap, but amazing. I really do like them. So I don't believe you can buy this anymore. The same with these, you cannot either. These are also quite nice. It's a shame that these colors are no longer available, but what can you do? They're difficult to open that I have is Over the Moon, number 14. These are all made in France. This is a blue undertone pink. Is quite pretty. And then I've got an orange in the color So Shy, number 2. We've got that one. I'm doing it backwards, it would seem, this time, because that's how I work. And they're very beautiful, beautiful color. Okay, I'm not using those. So let's get back into the bronzer. And I'm also using smaller brushes because I have a habit of putting it too far. Okay, cover that contour, cover that contour, cover that contour. Okay, a little too much contour. Good thing I'm not going anywhere. I mean, it's beautiful. Did I? Yes, I did. It's not overly, it's cooler. It's on the cooler side than the warm side. Yeah, way too much contour. Nobody sees that. Alright, let's pump it up. Let's just pump it up. Okay. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. I like it more than my Marc Jacobs. And I love the Marc Jacobs. I'm just tired, you know. I'm not angry panning it yet, but I'm tired of it. Oh, good criminy. Okay, now, the blush is in Heated Colorful Blush. I didn't want a shimmery blush because the shimmery blushes came out pretty much at the same time as I put my order in, and it's pigmented. She be pigmented and beautiful. So, smaller brush. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I took half of it off. It's more corally than I thought I was going to get. I thought it was going to be a little more rosy neutral, but we know what it's like to buy stuff online. The pictures, they don't lie, they just don't tell the whole truth. They just, I don't think they would overly edit them, but they really don't tell the whole truth. Lately I've been liking more of the mauvey tones. Look at this. Good thing I didn't get the shimmery ones because I've got a lot of shimmer right now. Yeah, I went heavy-handed on the contour. Okay, now the other one is Rose Quartz number 8. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it almost feels like a Super Shock, so I'm totally okay with that. It's not. Do we see anything? I've already put it on once. The bleep's going on. I mean, it's coming up on my finger. Okay, it came finally. It's not in your face like the Rare Beauty, which a lot of people like. Oh, big time on the brush. So let's go to the show. Yeah, it's going on properly. Okay, it just doesn't like being swatched. I'm okay with that. All that matters is the application. Okay, now, eyes. The eyes, yeah, I'm going to show you first. Okay, the eyes are from Amazon. This is Amazon eyes. I'm wondering if I should take a break and wait to see if I get another lull. And they've actually got a mirror in this, which is surprising, but there we go. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And they've got their version of Space Cowboy in here. Let's take these swatches off and see what I can do. So, and it feels nice and creamy. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have Star Cowgirl, Space Cowboy, Wild Ripper Rides Again, and Cosmic Space Dust. I mean, they look pretty good. They don't look as wet as the Moon Dust shadows, and this is the Urban Decay Space Cowboy, which I have not used in a while. So, Space Cowboy, Space Cowboy. Yeah, there is a big difference. Okay. And then the only other one I have is Solstice, and I don't think it can be compared to any of the ones I have in the four. I mean, Solstice stands alone. So what I was going to do is pick one or two, probably two actually. I think I'm gonna pick this one and Star Cowgirl and Cosmic Space Dust. But first, I need to pick an eyeliner, and I'm terribly sorry about the noise. I want to smudge an eyeliner all over my eyes. So we've got Smog and the brown from Essence, Smog from Urban Decay. And I'm trying to remember not to lean into the table because that's when you guys don't get to see what I'm trying to do. Gonna add a little bit of brown. Okay, enough playing with crayons. I think I've done enough crayon playing. Let's get into Cosmic Space Dust, number 21. Okay. And no, I didn't do it over the power bar again. I moved the power bar as far as I could. Oh, this is pretty. This is definitely dust. Yeah. It doesn't have a very deep base. Like, it looks deeper on the swatch, but when you spread it out like this, yeah, it's very, very pretty. If you want a subtle shimmery look, unlike the in-your-face shimmery look, this is the way to go. I'm assuming that the originals Urban Decay, this is not a dupe. This is not a dupe. This is inspired by. So yeah, we know it's not a dupe. But if you are looking for shimmer but you don't want it in your face because where you work or whatever reason, a little more conservative, totally understand that. Or you just don't particularly like shimmer nearly as much as I do, and you wouldn't be putting this much, you would just be like dipping your finger and putting it on. Sure, yeah. And even the Urban Decay ones have more shimmer. They're more wet than this. This is not nearly as wet as the Urban Decay. So I am putting the Star Cowgirl here. Look at that. You hear nothing. You don't hear anything. It's your imagination that there's construction going on. What I used to say, it's a pygmy of your imagination. I mean, I could show you how to do it in a more subdued way, but I don't want to. I like in your face. That's even this is not in your face. It's not in your face. It's pretty. It is very, very pretty. I see this definitely summertime. Maybe a lighter crayon, maybe a gray would be good, or even a pastel crayon, and that would look amazing. Yeah, I don't, there's never enough. I did put the highlighter in, but you know what, it's not enough. Yeah, I'm glad I got it. It was very inexpensive on Amazon. I'll try to remember to put the link for US and Canada, and it's probably available in the US as well because I got it from the Canadian Amazon shop. And if it's on the Canadian Amazon shop, it's on the US shop. If it's on the US shop, 10% chance it's on the Canadian shop. But yeah, a fraction of the price, not as good, but still pretty good. This one rates for what it is. For Amazon, okay, do I rate Amazon separately from everything else, or do I rate it as it was for everything else? If it is rated as everything else, I would give it a 6. If it is rated for all the Amazon makeup that I've tried so far that I can sort of recall, I would give it a 9. But a 6 overall. Yeah, it's, yeah. I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, so lips. I am still wearing City Lips. Well, this is the clear with just clear. That's what I thought. I put this on an hour ago, and I'm not lying to you. An hour ago, I still have shine. This. No words. No words. I don't have the experience with lip glosses that a lot of YouTubers have, because I did not really get into them until about a year ago, because I was like, meh. And then a year ago, for some reason, something clicked. It just, boom. Even after using the Dior. But the Dior helped, and the Dior is 2 years old. But a year ago, something clicked. And ever since then, I started liking glosses. And now, all of a sudden, I was gifted 3. Amazing is not the right word. It really isn't. It doesn't. I'm gonna have to check a thesaurus, because it just does not invoke the feelings I have for these glosses. So I have not had a little bit of skin since the last video I did with talking about these, which was a couple of weeks ago, and you have not seen yet. You will have seen. You probably will have seen it by the time this goes up. I've always had somewhere, upper, bottom, left, right, a little bit of skin that you gotta peel off, and if you don't peel it off, it will never go away, and if you peel it off, you're gonna start bleeding. San Diego. This is a very spring color. It's beautiful. And the opacity on these is what I like. Maybe it's a throwback to the 80s, but I never wore glosses in the 80s. I wasn't allowed. I don't like glosses that you see a color and it goes on clear. I don't like that. It defeats the purpose for me. Either clear or color. Not, let's tempt you with color, but you won't have any. So this is shimmery with color, but this has the opacity. I'm covered in swatches. Okay, let's, and this love, this is crimson. Do I ever remember names? No. Why do I remember this one? 'Cause I love it. Like, I mean, seriously. It's, I expected this. When they got in touch with me and asked me if they could send me something, this is what I expected, okay? This is what I got. Thank you, City Beauty. Oh, good grief. Yeah, I just, there we go. Amazon for the win. Amazon that I'll use again. Thank you, everybody, once again for coming to visit with me. Please leave me a comment, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. À bientôt.